to infinity and my foot. Hello, welcome. I'm so sorry. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Kavalech, and let's grab ourselves a deadly chat. Yes, indeed, welcome back to In-Depth Bloodborne. Today, we are heading into the Great Chalice Dungeon, and that is why I say to infinity and beyond, well, and my foot. Because this is where things start getting rather... I mean, there's already been some interesting things in the Chalice Dungeons, but today is where things get rather interesting. Already you can see, yes, it looks the same, but there's a slight weird hue to everything. Oh. And some purpley stuff. What is going on here? Well, let's find out together, shall we? In space, no one can hear you scream! Anyway, so yesterday, obviously, a little bit of a crazy episode. It was a bit of a disaster. That was originally going to be 2 episodes, if you want a little bit of inside baseball. But I thought, no, I can't have 2 episodes, both of which is just me fucking absolutely losing my marbles at bosses in the fucking Chalice Dungeon. So, oh my, look at these things. So I put them together into one, and I'm very glad I did. So we saw these plants in the overworld, or the waking world rather, the overworld, the waking world. Look at the difference. Yes, okay, we are technically lower down. If you take a look, by the way, at these, you'll notice that the Cursed Chalice is... Cursed and Defiled Chalice is depth 4. This is depth 5, which is technically lower. I mean, not technically lower, is just lower. But we we'll see. It's nowhere near as bad because we can actually fucking take a hit. Anyway, let's go down. But I just love the visuals of this place. It's funny. It's mainly just a swap of color palette and things like that. Realistically, there are some differences here and there, but it's mainly a color palette swap thing. But it does so much. It does so much. I think if they cut the amount of chalices way down, like, I don't mean cut the amount of chalices way down. I don't mind there being a million fucking chalices, but if they cut the amount that you had to do in order to get the... Ooh, very nice. In order to get the platinum way down, I think... come on, then. I think it'd be way better. And then had the variety a lot more. If you didn't have to do as many of the normal Fumarian heal ones... like, yeah, okay, you don't mind doing a couple of them, and obviously have it finish as usual with the central one, or whatever it's called, the lowest one. That's fine. Even, you know, but I think having the variety, like the Loran one looks cool, this one looks cool. They could have had another variety. Now maybe they ran out of time or something, I don't know, but yes. So realistically, this is where they came across the Eldritch truth within the catacombs. This is where they came across Ibratus or Britus or whatever way you want to say it. Could have sworn there was one of these that opened. Maybe it's not this one. Obviously not, Cal, because none of these are fucking opening, are they? No. Bastards. But yeah, this is the dungeon in which they came across her. So fascinating lore-wise, and also just looks cool as well. I mean, come on, tell me this doesn't look... It's almost like an underground jungle. It's fucking... But also otherworldly. It's very ethereal looking. It's very... It's amazing, I think. I love it. I love it, I do. Oh, fuck. And then you have shit like that happened. Yeah, so that is why I actually, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot that was a thing. So that is why you want to clear that room out. That's why there's nothing in this room. Fuck, I completely forgot about that. That's so cool. That is why you want to clear out everything in this area, because things like that can happen. So the idea there is that you're just happy running along. You trigger the trap, it sends you into that room, and then you get absolutely fucking Muller-lighted by 20 million rats. Oh, and I can see the thing there. Ah, okay, so you can actually do it as many times as you want. That's a really cool system. We won't do it again, by the way. And again, lends to the whole fucked up, mad, eldritch truth nonsense that's going on in here. Oh my god, that's really fucking cool. Okay, so keep an eye out for red candles on the ground. La 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 la, and it looks like a sugar on a plum, plum, plum. Sorry. Ooh, very nice. Also, actually, I want to have a look at that rune we just picked up. So today's episode is going to be a lot jollier. Was it that? No, it was a triangle one, wasn't it? Yeah. Triangle Man, Triangle Man. It was damp, wasn't it? It mustn't have been cursed. Maybe it was. Tempering, damp, blood jet. I mean, no, it was one of these ones. We'll have a look anyway, but that's pretty cool. This one looks like maybe it's clean. It's not. It's not. I think I'll just give up on those fucking things at this stage. Yeah, but today's episode is going to be a lot jollier. And ooh, hello. We've seen you in places as well. Look at all of this. We know all of these things. Oh, man, I mean, if you think about it, like compared to the shit we've been dealing with in the cursed one, this dungeon's so much fucking cooler. Oh my god, this is so fucking cool. Oh, we've got a brain sucker. And it's funny actually that he should be here, because I'm nearly 90% sure that the boss here is one of those. But anyway, unlocked. That is the first layer. Finito. God, yeah, no, I see the vision. I see the vision. And it is such a shame that, you know, they get so fucking shit on. Because, some fire paper just in case we want to use some. There is some really great stuff down here. Like, do I agree? Sorry, 2 seconds. Do I agree that the cursed one is kind of shit? Yeah, I do. But look at this. But oh my god, the sudden silence there. Fuck. This is cool. This is fucking cool. Do we kill the boss first? No, we'll do the side one first. We haven't even been hit really, so we'll do the side thingy first. Yeah, I just want FromSoft to give us Bloodborne 2, basically. Give us Bloodborne 2, and in that, just either don't give us Chalice dungeons, or just give us more variety in them, less repetitive side content, side rooms like this. Like just make it a straight shot down. You know, you can have 1 or 2 side rooms, but overall, just give it a straight shot down, and give us some slightly more variety in terms of how it looks. But you don't have to change too much, to be honest, because this place, it looks so fucking cool. And I love the idea of extra unique bosses and stuff. Like, you know, that's all fucking fine and dandy. This one is, what is going on down here? Another gentleman. Hello, boys. And you might say, oh, well, you just enjoy it because you're steaming through it again. You know, oh, we needed that. We needed that. In fact, I like that you can see here how many you need. That's enough. Fuck, great, perfect. So now we just need the 2 red jellies. And then we can technically go. You technically don't have to finish this one. We're obviously going to, you know, for content's sake. But you technically don't have to. Because all we need now is the red jellies and the which there should be 2 in here somewhere. That's the thing though, we will probably have to finish it because it's going to be in one of the fucking side rooms, isn't it? Like, it's going to be somewhere random. But yeah, if you're just going for the platinum, you know, technically what you can do if you don't want to have to do this, now all we need is the 2 red jellies. I think you get 2 in the main game, don't you? So you could go into New Game Plus and just get them that way. And then that's it, you're done. You don't have to finish this dungeon. if you're completely fed up with the dungeons in that regards. I don't suggest it, by the way. I don't suggest it at all, because I would say just do them at this stage, in for a penny, in for a pound. You can see how, you know, we're still taking damage. It's not easy, it's not a walk in the park. But it's just so much better because we can actually take a hit. You know, and the game stays in the way you've been playing it this whole time, which is, you know, you got to be careful and you got to do shit, but you don't have to worry about, oh, one hit and you're just dead. Okay, we've literally killed you as a boss and everything at this stage, so fuck off, will you, yeah? Actually, we've killed you as a boss twice, excuse me, Mossy, we play. Oh, you're not dead. There you are. Oh, love that. I love when it just gives you back the things you just used. Oh, beautiful. Oh, this is for a gem. Interesting. A fire damp blood gem. Nice. Secret? Hey, we got a secret finally. Look at us go. Secret fucking walls. To red jelly. No, ritual blood. But I mean, handy if you've been missing some of them and if you've done things wrong. It's nice that you can get them there. I might put a poll on my channel or on my Discord. If you're not following me on Discord, by the way, please go and check that out, because it's mainly just kind of memes, and it's not even memes, to be honest. We chat briefly here and there. It's more of a place for me to tell people when I'm going to go live and stuff like that. But obviously, people are very friendly over there too. Some really nice conversations, some really good fun. It's good, you know. But sometimes I stick polls in there as well. Sometimes I remember and I put it on my actual fucking community channel. But most of the time I'll just stick them there over in the Discord. But yeah, I might stick it in and ask, do people want to see me do the final, technically, mandatory dungeon, which is the Lower Loran? Yeah, it's a brain sucker. What a... This is a bit shit, because, like, what? Like, this is just a brain sucker. Oh, fuck, I missed. But he missed, but everybody missed. Oh, McDonald had a miss. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake, no. There it is. That'll do. Nope, that'll not do. That'll get me fucking grabbed. God's sake. Oh, I shouldn't have went for backstabs. I should have tried to kill him. He doesn't even do that much damage. Which is quite funny, but is what it is, I suppose. I would have liked a backstab of some sort, but it wasn't to be. Dead would just kill him. Get the fuck out of here, my guy. Get out of here. Very good. But yeah, oh, Tempering Damp Blood Gem 6. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Yeah, would people care? Would people want to see that? Would people want to see the final... to be honest, you don't get anything for it. This is the thing. As much as I would want to be like, yeah, let's do it, I'm like, there's not really... Like, there's no unique boss, and there's no extra thingies, so... I'm not even going to do a thing, I'm not going to lie. Unless you guys scream out for it, I'm just going to say no. Neither of them are very good. Anyway, if that's the one I got earlier as well, neither of them are very good compared to what we have. I'm just going to say no. Like, it's not needed for the... If you're going for the platinum, there's no extra lore. There's no... I mean... Is there a... No, there's not even a chance that we'd get the... one of the lost weapons or something like that. Like, this is nothing there. There will be one... There will be one extra thing we gotta do with the Chalice dungeons. So there is actually something we have to do. We'll talk about that more when we get to it, type of thing. I'm sure people are going, You said we only have 2 left. Well, sort of. You'll see. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. You'll all see. Oh, this one is interesting. This has an up and a down. It's got an up, down, left, right, fucking... Huh. Got rats. It's got everything. Very good. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I didn't see that. Oh, we'll get it now in a moment. I don't know why I'm getting them, because, to be honest, this isn't a cursed one or anything, so... And in fact, I'm actually not gonna... I was gonna reload and try and get the thing or whatever. Is there much point? It's not gonna give me a rune. That's better than what we have. But what if it does? Oh, okay, right. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so... I suppose I should probably answer some of these things that people have been asking. One of them being if they found, which is this is a question I was asked a while ago, but I actually kept because I thought, well, we're going to be in this dungeon, so we'll address it then. If they found the Great Ones down here, then what was the point in everything else they're doing in the main game? Well, they obviously made contact with the Great Ones, but let's see, that would... Well, that's actually going to go up. Never mind. So we gotta go. We do actually have to go. Ow! Fuck you. But oh wow! I just like you. I just like you a lot. They obviously made contact with Great Ones, but if it was somebody like Abriatus, we know that they were left behind. They're not really that useful, so they probably saw it as, oh, this has opened up our eyes to the fact that there is more out there, and that there is kind of things we can do and things we can achieve, and we can cause ourselves to be better than we are, type of thing. Evolve, as they say. Oh no, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting the fucking slimes. You know how I feel about the fucking slimes. But something we haven't really touched on in this game, well, we have sort of, but something that we haven't really kind of rectified with things is that obviously one of the big themes of the game is the idea of beckoning Great Ones, and is that a good thing or a bad thing? I might discuss this again in one of the later episodes in case people decide to skip any of the Chalice Dungeon ones. Might do like a little recap-y one where I talk about some of the story, but if you think about it like this, not only were they trying to evolve, and this is the church and the hunters and stuff like that I'm talking about, and figure out ways to do things like that, but also they were trying to beckon a Great One to help them. And we know, because the dialogue, not the dialogue, the item descriptions, and actually, yeah, sorry, the dialogue of the doll says that not all Great Ones are good. Some of them are just, you know, kind of neutral. They're just like, oh yeah, you know, you beckon me, I might help. They might be nice to us, but most of them are probably just downright fucking evil. I mean, it's the equivalent of like, did you beckon a nice god, like, you know, like Buddha? I know this is a ridiculous analogy, but you'll get what I mean. Did you beckon somebody like Buddha, or did you beckon Cthulhu? Like, there's your two options right there. And Cthulhu, most of the time, is known for not exactly being the friendliest of dudes. This bell, by the way, you can indeed ring this bell. The thing about ringing this bell is that it might seem like a good idea at the time, until you realize that it literally summons every enemy in the dungeon to come to your position. Hey, he's got one of his. He's one of the ones with the heads. And hey, he's got one of them heads. So when we finish here, actually, when we do this, we might ring it just to show that it indeed doesn't really do anything. Oh, fuck you. Fuck. Didn't get it in time. God damn. Fucking frenzy. Jesus Christ. Oh, the way that guy was in the fucking thing was cool looking. But yeah, some of them are just downright fucking evil. So the whole story of Bloodborne is humans' folly of being like, oh, we're going to do this thing because we're amazing and we can deal with anything and we're going to evolve and we're going to do this and that and XYZ and lust for power, and not realizing that, you know, unfortunately, so that's what happens when you ring the bell. Now, if I had left anybody alive at this stage, they would all just come fucking charging into here. What's fun about these dungeons as well is that what you can do is if you're playing online PvP, you can just fucking summon every fucker into this room and just destroy the host. But yeah, don't do that. But yeah, sorry. So we thought we could handle it. We could in fact not handle it, type of thing, you know. Let's call that up so that we can go down quicker. Oh shit, okay, so that's actually from the next little side dungeon. Interesting. Muy interesting. Yeah, and one of the big things, I love these little lifts, by the way, I think they're really fucking cool. One of the big things for me with this game that I think a lot of people miss is that we're told the baseline story. We're told the story that everybody is told. We are told the story of how you may think it all in a bad dream, go out and kill a few beasts, and everybody in the world is pretty much under the assumption that the Healing Church is good and that they go around hunting the beasts of Yharnam that have come, the scourge of beasts that definitely wasn't our fault. You know, it's just awful thing that it seems to be happening. And we have our brave hunters who go around killing people, killing beasts, which we know are people, but, you know, they go around killing people in order to save the day. And yeah, you know, hunters, they're pretty fucking awesome. And they are awesome, that's true. But it's not the whole truth, because we know that the church was also going around just basically kidnapping people. It's not very nice of them. Yeah, they go around basically fucking kidnapping people in order to experiment on them and try and ascend and try and make contact with great ones. This is that, by the way, just so you see. Very quick. But that's that room there. So realistically, Bloodborne is a game that it's so funny that so many people talk about it like that. They're just like, oh yeah, you know, it's a gothic game where you fight monsters and then there's some eldritch kind of stuff at the end and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And I'm like, that's literally, you're playing into the point of the game. Here's Mr. Blobby over here. You're playing into the point of the game, which is that, you know, a lot of people in Yharnam and a lot of people in the greater world of Bloodborne and stuff like that as well believe that what the church is doing is good and that the hunters are good, and they're technically not really. They do obviously probably save a lot of people, but that's not really the full goal. That's the happy accident goal. But don't get it twisted. All of this is in search of trying to find a way to beckon a great one and ascend, you know, or, you know, do whatever the fuck with a great one. They've already done it in the past, but they've fucked up the Orphan of Kos and Kos themselves, you know. Some people disagreed with my analogy, by the way, saying that, oh, Kos just washed up dead already. Well, one, it doesn't really matter, because even if they did just wash up dead, they still fucked around and defiled the corpse and killed the baby and did probably horrible fucking things. But second of all, no, I wouldn't put it past them to have been the ones to have caused their death as well. They're pretty fucking wild. The old hunters, hunters in general, to be honest, but the old hunters especially. When you think about it, like, they're just constantly doing fucked up things to people. We see it again and again and again in so many different ways. You know, some of them gain a conscience, like Jura and stuff like that, and they realize that, oh, maybe what they're doing is wrong, but overall, the hunters tend to not be very good people. Much as we want them to be our heroes, I fucking hate myself. As much as we want them to be our heroes, they're including Maria, by the way. Like, Maria, don't get me wrong, okay, in the end she fucking, oh, fuck off. In the end she fucking renounced her ways and seriously, in the end she renounced her ways and all that type of thing, but realistically she, fuck's sake, realistically she was a part of the whole thing. She was the reason for everything going down. She felt bad about it afterwards, but it doesn't mean she didn't take part, you know. She's still amazing, she's still the fucking goat, but we can't deny the fact that she was indeed part of things, you know. I just want to use, do I even have one? I don't even think I have one. Oh, I do have exactly one Madman's knowledge. I always feel weird not having any insight at all, so I just want to have at least one. Yeah, you know, and some people are probably going to disagree with that, and maybe, I mean, if you have, this is the thing with the lore, I've said it before, but this is the thing, like, I do love the fact that there can be different interpretations. If you think there's a different interpretation to that, please go ahead and tell me. But to me, the hunters are not exactly on the level. They are prone to doing horrendous fucking things, one, and two, they also are helping the church do even more horrific fucking things. Now, obviously, the big bad, realistically, is the church. Like, they are the reason behind most of the fucking suffering in the game. And you might think, oh, didn't you say that the School of Mensis is the main antagonist of the game? Yes, they are the main antagonist of the game, but the School of Mensis is an offshoot of the church and the hunters. They're all offshoots of each other. They all go back to the one thing. They all trace right back to Master Willem. Now, Master Willem, I do believe, maybe originally intended for things to not be as fucked up as it is. Because when you think about it, yeah, there is some experiments and stuff that he did, but Roverall, sorry, that tickled me. But overall, Master Willem didn't do, well, he did do pretty fucked up shit, but not as much as the rest. It's when the offshoots started happening. It's when Lawrence got his hands on blood and blood administration, stuff like that. Like the Scourge of Beasts. The Scourge of Beasts only happened after. Oh god, that was the trap. I was wondering. I was like, where the fuck are the enemies? They came out in another direction. The Scourge of Beasts didn't happen under Master Willem. You know, Willem obviously thought that lining our brain with eyes was the way to go. And technically, he's more correct. I mean, as much as Lawrence does achieve some good things, it's more, whatchamacallit, it's more Willem's idea that is correct, and that lining your brain with eyes is the way to quote-unquote ascend. Whether it's a good ascension or not, now that's entirely a separate conversation. You know, but isn't that the case with most of these fucking things? You know, most of the time people want to ascend in these games and movies and shit, but then when it actually happens, you go, ooh, was that the best of ideas? Like, I don't know about that one. Ooh, poison knives, nice. I don't know if it was. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lost. I think this is the way. Well, this is the way to here, so you know what, we can use this to get back to easier, so that's fine. Yeah. You know, and it's the same, and it's why the ending of this game is so kind of. I mean, there are some people who don't like it because they're like, "What the fuck?" But the quote-unquote real ending, or the true ending, or the secret ending rather, as you'll come to see when we get to it, is a bit divisive, because is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Anyway, Layer 2 boss, It's the Celestial Emissary. I should use bolt, but I don't have any bolt paper, so he's actually even easier here because he don't have any of his little bros with him, and he's already straight into this phase. So I don't know exactly what he's intending to do here, but it's not exactly going to work very well for him. Ow. I say that now, I'm gonna get fucking stood on. I'm just gonna do this so that we don't have to deal with camera angles being atrocious. And he should be nearly dead. Oh fuck. Hit him with the L2. Oh fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Very good. Heal. Yeah. The difference between the cursed dungeon and here, by the way, is fucking mental to me, especially since, you know, the cursed dungeon is meant to be a depth 4, so it's meant to be not as difficult as this, and yet we are just breezing through this one. You know? Yeah, but that's, I mean, that's, it's not all of it. There's still more lore. There's still a little bit of lore we gotta get, you know? But overall, that's kind of the idea with L Bloodborne. You know? There is one more thing we need to get, not get, but there's one more big thing we need to see. That I'm obviously holding back on talking about because we haven't seen it yet. But there's one more thing I think personally that we need to see. What's that? 45. And then what's this? 50. Okay, well, we'll just put this then. There's one more thing I'd like to see. People probably know. Oh, hello. We've got a hunter down here. People probably know what it is. But ooh, fuck you, buddy. Oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone. I hate this guy. Really, Rosmarius as well. Have some of that. Have even more of that. That range is great, though. Oof. And we should win here. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, my lover. Yeah, there's one more thing I'd like for us to see in the main game that I think will really, and then after we see that and we start finishing off things, we can put together a proper story and a timeline, like we did in Dark Souls 1, where we can put together a proper timeline of things and story-wise. I think there's actually a big thing that people are kind of missing out on in this game as well, because again, I will say it's a little bit loosey-goosey, but once you realize it, you'll go, oh yeah, that actually does make sense. What's that, 26, you know? Thought maybe you took fire damage more as well, but no, that's not the case. Yeah, and I mean, I'll start the idea here, and obviously we'll finish it when we get some more information, but just to kind of blow your mind a little bit, like I've stated before that our goal in this game is our contract, if you will, our hunter contract, is to, is to stop the Nightmare Mensis ritual, the Mensa School ritual, and silence the harrowing newborn, as it says. And you might think, well, haven't we technically not done that yet? Well, the way the game actually works, and this is where I think there's a bit of a disconnect, but the way the story actually goes, we have actually stopped the ritual. That is what happened when we killed the one reborn. We stopped the ritual already. But because we know that things can be both true within the waking world and the nightmares or the dreams, the ritual is still ongoing. We haven't finished our job yet because the people of Mensis, fuck you, the people of Mensis are indeed still alive within the nightmare of Mensis. So while they failed in the real world, they're still going in the dream world. Now, technically now we've killed Mikolash, so we've also stopped them, but the ritual is already too far gone. Another thing that I want to say is that a lot of people are going, well, what do you mean anyway? Like, what does any of this mean? Well, here's the thing. So they wanted to beckon the moon, and all of the problems within the game come from the moon. The hunt happens because the moon is low. If you remember one of the item descriptions, or I think it was one of the little notes, when the moon hangs low, ferocious beasts, appear and all this type of thing. Ferocious beasts and untold truths appear. That old chestnut. Very good. But what people I think aren't realizing is that, what the fuck? Was there 2 boulders? Huh. Didn't know there was 2 boulders. What people aren't realizing is that, technically the ritual was indeed completed. It was being held back by Rom, a bit like Lady Maria holding things back in the DLC nightmare. Rom was holding back the nightmare, the moon and stuff in the main game, and when she dies, the moon obviously is now low. The pale blood moon is now down, and you can see that it's causing the fuck. Huh. Oh, he got hit into there. I was like, what the I was like, what a strange fucking place to have an item. But he was hit into there. You can see then it causes absolute untold fucking havoc. The hunt is much longer. Things are getting even crazier. People are losing their minds. Like, it's pretty fucking bad stuff compared to other hunts. And most characters in the game kind of make note of that fact as well. They say, oh, the night tonight is quite long and things are fucked up and all this type of thing. Another character, one that we didn't get the dialogue from, and I might try and get it in the, like if I do like an epilogue type thing. But one of the things, the abhorrent beast in the forest, because he can talk, one of the things he touches on is he says that it's Yharnam's curse. There are 2 ways to look at that sentence. One obviously being the city of Yharnam itself is cursed. Another one being, oh fucking hell, this room's really cool looking. Another one being the character that we haven't seen yet, which we'll talk about more. Oh, fuck you! I should have dealt with him first. I don't know why I dealt with Brainsucker first. Fuck's sake, Cal. Dying in this fucking place is stupid as well, because they're really not that difficult here. But oh well, here we are. Heal. Delectable. Heal in real life. I got so caught up in the lore. Where the fuck? Huh. Did this look like this? Oh, it's a side dungeon. That's the boss room. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's a side room that we're in. What the I was really confused there for a moment. I was like, what the fuck is happening? But that's what was happening. Now, sorry, that completely fucking threw me off now. This side area is quite big, can I just say? That's what she said. But yeah, so the night is much longer than normal, and obviously things seem to be particularly fucked up. And as I said as well, we have this guy talking about Yharnam's curse. There is a character called Yharnam, as we will see. As I said, we'll discuss that when we see that character. But slight spoilers, I suppose, if you haven't played that far or you don't know about it. But yeah, there's that whole side of things as well. But the story of Bloodborne is basically our character, if you want to look at the overarching story without delving into the lores and the characters, the overarching story is that of, you know, us helping to deal with the plight that's on the city at the moment. Fuck me. Oh god, we have big wolves here. What is happening? There's a lot going on. Let me just get my money back in case we die again. There we go. Very nice. What a cool reveal of some beasts up here. Oh. Why are there beasts up here is the question. There's some lore implications for you. One more. Oh, fuck. One more. There we go. Heal. And heal again. Backstab. Oh no, not backstab. There it is. Fuck you. Sorry, I just had to lock in there for a fucking second apparently. Holy shit. Nice. Okay. We can sneak up. No, we can't sneak up behind this guy. Apparently. Fuck me. No, don't get grabbed. Thank you. Get the fuck out of here. Bongo. Yeah, so the kind of the basic story, if you were to just say, oh, what's the basic overarching story of Bloodborne? And again, we'll go through this once more when we get all of our facts and figures together at the very end. But the overarching story is, you know, a character that came from a land outside to Yharnam. As a lot of hunters do, by the way, because obviously we have that information from the not the Bloody Crow set, but the Crow Hunter set from Eileen. We know that a lot of the hunters came from outside of Yharnam. So we have the outsider come to town who is tasked with, enters into a contract and is tasked with, I see that's in the main section there. Interesting. Okay, fun. That is tasked with having to try and sort out an issue that's going on, and the issue is blue elixir. Actually, I say that we didn't go this way, did we? Fuck you. Did we go this way? I don't think we did actually. This is the problem with sometimes with the way we explore places. Yeah, no, we did go this way because this is into the. Oh, this is the way out. Perfect. Even better. Excuse me. Even better. But, yeah, is tasked with dealing with this Knight of the Hunt that is strange and unusual, seeking pale blood, because obviously somebody, who it is that asks us to do it, is it one of the other Great Ones, because they don't want that, you know, they don't want the moon getting any help, they don't want anything like that going on, potentially. That's a good way to look at it. Could have been one of the Great Ones, you know. But somebody, anyway, asks the hunter to go out and kill a few beasts. And if we were just to follow the note, we were just to do what we were told, as I said, an overarching kind of story, we would go out, kill a few beasts, stop the Mensis ritual, preventing an old one from being fully beckoned. Now, they do get beckoned, but from being fully fucking beckoned. And, you know, prevent major harm from befalling Yharnam itself, while also, in the meanwhile, getting to escape with our lives, because in that ending, as we'll see, again, slight spoilers for an ending, but in that ending, we will be escaping Yharnam. However, there is more endings, because obviously if somebody delves deeper into the story, and this is why I think the story of Bloodborne is pretty fucking cool, because that's the overarching story, and it works as a game, and it works as a story, and you go, yeah, that's good, that's a good story, I like it. It works, it's satisfying, it's got a conclusion, it's got a beginning, middle, and end, it works. But then you dig a little deeper, and there's a whole lot more going on. like a whole lot more going on. And that is something that I absolutely love about this game, is that both thematically and also in-game it has more going on. So it really does work fantastically in that regards. Fuck off, will you, you bastard. I might get me some bolt paper before we fight the boss. We'll get a level up and some bolt paper maybe. Not that I think this boss is going to be hard, but because it was so easy in the main game, I don't want her making a fucking fool of me this time, like Amygdala did. So yeah, so obviously when we get to the end, we can put everything together like that. But it's just a little food for thought, anyway, for now while we're finishing off this dungeon here today. Which has been very smooth and relaxing, can I just say. So much more than yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as if they're here to stay. This should be red jelly. I'm hoping it's red jelly, because we really need the red jelly. Oh, it's yellow backbone. I believe in yes. Unless, does she drop the red jelly? No, because she drops... Maybe she does. Fuck off, will you? I didn't think she did, but maybe she does. Maybe she drops red jelly. Heal. And did we drop another one? We did, so heal again. And we probably dropped one more, so we should probably do this. Hey, nice. That should be into... Yeah. This is the here then, this is what we saw. Cool. I like when it works out like that. I like when it works out like that. This was a really, really good dungeon, though, I have to say. As I said, like, is it a lot of the same stuff we've been doing? Absolutely. Does it look the same as the other ones as well? Yep. But the slight palette change, and also fucking seriously, the slight palette change and enemy change and lore change and stuff, just, what am I doing? Like, what exactly am I doing? Thank you. There we go. Just make it chef's kiss. Ooh, tempering damp blood gem. +6. Very nice. Very good. Hello there, medicals, I presume. I actually don't even think I knew this door was here. But it was locked from the other side anyway, so... Shortcut, I suppose. But it really does just go to show how a very slight change would mean that people didn't hate the dungeons as much. And this is coming from somebody who has quite liked all the dungeons, bar the cursed one. In case that wasn't incredibly obvious. Oh, another little shop. A little good shop. These will always have interesting things in them. Watch it not have anything. Oh, so here we have a thingy. So here is these ones. So as you can see, they all just are the exact same, but they have different slots for them. So these are, look, they're all the, well, not nearly all the weapons, not all the weapons, but nearly all the weapons. But if you see, like, so with this Rikuyo here, it's a star triangle, whereas this Rikuyo here is star crescent and star triangle crescent, you know, so lost and candy versions. But again, it's lore wise, it's fascinating because hold on, had to sneeze, I apologize. Yeah, lore wise it's interesting because obviously we know that Might as well buy this. We know that people, whatchamacallit, made the weapons in the main game out of things they found in this area. Root chalice that breaks multiple labyrinth seals. When using a ritual, the sinister chalice summons the sinister resonant bell. The bell-ringing woman appears to be a mad Thumerian. According to the choir, the land of Iz lies in contact with the cosmos, which allowed the Great Ones to function on transcendental planes of thought. Very interesting indeed. So again, it's a PvP dungeon type of thing. I'm not going to buy too many, but we'll buy 14. Actually, no, we'll buy 24. Yeah, and actually we'll buy 4 more just so we have a nice amount in our inventory there. Is there anything else we need? No, you don't sell any bolt paper, which is a bit of a pig, but yeah. So we don't need any of these weapons because we have them all in the main game. But yeah, if you wanted a thing with different... They have the exact same stats as well, but if you wanted one with different gem slots, which is funny because usually a lot of the cursed ones are circles, so they can go in anything, but is what it is, I suppose. But what's funny about it is that it seems insignificant, but actually lore-wise it's pretty cool, because again it's that idea of this is where they came from. You might think all the weapons and everything are unique, but nope, they existed long before. Or at least a version of them did anyway. To be honest, my only issue with it is that it's like getting blood rocks. Yeah, okay, you get 2 now in the main story, but overall it's a bit of a fucking pain. Who can you summon, by the way? You can summon Madman Waller again. Getting blood rocks is a bit of a pain in the ass, and it's just kind of fiddly to upgrade weapons. I think I've learned quickly that I'm just not a big fan of having to upgrade. Is this one of these special rooms? Yeah, this is probably our red jelly then. Nice. So we literally had to come right down to the end anyway. To be honest, is there no enemies down here? I knew there had to be somebody. Thank you. I was about to say, I was like, where is my chests? 1 red jelly. Uh-oh. We need 2. Uh-oh. Sage's hair. Uh-oh. Oh no. 2 mold. Fuck. Thank fuck for that. Not gonna lie, I was a little tense there, a little tense. So now you can see for the Great Thumu Chalice, all we need now is 25 Arcane Haze, which is super simple to get. So we are good to go for that. So technically now we can just leave and go and start that one. We're obviously not going to start that one yet anyway, because we want to do that last little bit. But before we do that, we're gonna get some. Actually, we're not even going to get some bolt paper. I think we'll be fine without bolt paper, so we're just going to go for it. Fuck it, when you're out, you're out. That's what I always say. Shit. Now, here's the question upon everybody's lips. Do we remember the way out of here? Yeah, this way. I can see the light! Hey, there we go. I can't actually explain how chill I feel. I feel very zen or something. Like this has been very pleasant, this dungeon. I liked it. I liked it a lot. You can also summon Damien of Mensis. Interesting that you can summon him here as well, because obviously the Mensis scholars are all to do with this fucking lot, aren't they? Oh. But what if we got inside? Well, you know what we have inside. Good old Cthulhu head. What a horrible bitch you are. Oh, now here's the thing. Actually, I don't have beast blood pellets either. Ooh. I don't know if I'd want beast blood pellets. Fuck. You want her to slam her head down. Because that is your bread and butter damage. Ow. Not your bread and butter damage. It's just your damage overall. Ooh. That looks like blood, by the way. It's actually arcane damage. Funnily enough. Even though it looks like it's... Even though it looks like it might be something else. I fucking pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Even though it looks like it might be something else, it is indeed delectable arcane damage. I say delectable, not delectable at all. Can we not do this, please? Thank you. What is happening? I actually don't remember what this move is. I don't know what's happening, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What is happening? I feel like I'm on a time limit. Oh god, I don't like this. It's stressing me out. Somebody could probably remind me. It's probably not anything that major. And I suppose it doesn't really matter now because she's nearly dead, but... What is that move? Ow. I wish you'd fucking stop it though, it's really annoying. But yeah, as you can see... No! She died as well, please tell me. Praise the Lord. Oh, fucking hell. We died at the same time. Do you know what? That's beautiful. That is beautiful. God damn though. Fuck. I genuinely got nervous there because I didn't know what that move was. I guess it doesn't matter because we won, but fuck. That was intense. And also, what the fuck was that move? That was awful. But that's her. That's that whole dungeon done very quickly. I mean, we could have even done it faster. All I had to do was just leave and buy a load of bolt paper. And that would have been over even quicker. So you can see how, yeah, I like this dungeon a hell of a lot more than I did the last dungeon. We also picked up something very interesting there, which was up here. Where the fuck is it now? Where the fuck is it? Come on, I saw it. Oh no. Where is it? We're also going to run out of time, by the way, so I'm going to start saying goodbye as well. Where is it? Abyssal. It should say Abyssal here somewhere. There it is, Arcane Abyssal. Abyssal blood gems are eldritch gems with a dim radiance that only grow deep inside the labyrinth. Ooh. Add bolt attack plus 15. That's actually a pretty good one. It's pretty fucking good. We also got the root chalice, which we know all the root chalices say the same things. But yeah, I've been Count Kavalech. You've been amazing. Next episode, we've got a little bit to do main game. Not too much, but a little bit to do main game. And then we shall finish off, hopefully, as well, the Chalice Dungeons. And then we're at the end. Like, we are so close, it's unbelievable. Everything should be smooth sailing for now, I'd say. But yeah, if anybody wants to tell me what that move was she was trying to do, it was just an aura of noise. Maybe it was just to freak me out, but it worked. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad we got through this entire dungeon today. I've been Colin Kavalech. You've been amazing. Hope you grabbed yourself a deadly chat. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow for more fun and or frolics. Look after yourself, by the way, and do something nice. Get yourself something nice. Bye.